Very good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. This is the Royal Phoenix 35th edition of the Sharjah Ramadan League 2024. Right, this is a played semi-final between the two teams of 7 districts and the Emirates Group Cricket team. Matches are going to be played here in Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Shortly, I'm going to be taking you down with Adnan for the toss and the pre-match presentation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium. It's toss time here at the plate semi-final number 2. Fly Emirates taking on 7 Districts Juniors. Let me introduce you to the 3 most important men of the match. Starting from my right, it's the captain of Fly Emirates, Usman, followed by the match referee, Mr. Tehseen Javed. Last but not the least, it's the captain of 7 Districts Juniors, Zainullah. Home team, Fly Emirates to flip the coin. Heads is the call. Heads it is. 7 districts. आप टॉस जीतते हैं. क्या डिसाइड किया?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. हम लोग आज पहले बैटिंग करेंगे.
राइट. कोई पर्टिकुलर रीजन बैटिंग फर्स्ट?
जी पिछले जो काफ़ी मैचेस हम लोग खेले हैं, जो मैचेस हम लोग जीते हैं तो पहले बैटिंग करके ही जीते हैं. जिस तरह हमारी बॉलिंग लाइनअप है तो जितने भी हम लोगों ने टारगेट दिया है तो माशाल्लाह से हमारे बॉलर्स ने जो है ना कंट्रोल किया है, तो इसलिए आज भी हम लोग बैटिंग के लिए जा रहे हैं. तो यही फैसला है.
राइट. क्या अच्छा स्कोर होगा आपको लगता है इस विकेट पर?
विकेट थोड़ा सा नया है. इस विकेट पे पहले मैच नहीं हुआ है, सिर्फ इससे पहले वाला मैच हुआ है. इससे पहले हम लोग इस पे नहीं खेले हैं, तो कोशिश करेंगे कि 160 170 मेरे ख्याल से काफ़ी हो गई इस विकेट पे.
राइट. कोई चेंजेस प्लेइंग 11 में पिछले मैच से?
जी एक चेंज है, सिर्फ नबील अजीज़ नहीं है, उसकी जगह उमर अली खेल रहे.
राइट. गुड लक. गिव अस अ गुड गेम. Usman, may I have you here? You've lost the toss. What were you looking to do?
Yeah, lost the toss, but I'm same is batting first because I think for fresh wicket is a second match, and I hope so is maximum this wicket for this team is 160. It's enough, but I will try my best.
Right. Tell me about the playing 11. Has there been any changes?
Yeah, playing 11 is for Krishna Karate is suddenly for it going travel, and Krishna not and same side only. One is Fayaz's game, only one changing in this one.
Right, then I'll not take much of your time. Good luck. Give us a good game.
Thank you so much.
Well, that's the news from the sidelines. It's 7 Districts Juniors who won the toss and decided to bat first.
Right, if you're still with us, this is still the Royal Phoenix Clinic at 35th edition of the Ramadan League. So these are the 2 teams here. Usman Mushtaq, captain for Fly Emirates, and Yasita Baykun, Irfan Arif, Wajahat Rasul, Umar Jut, Melan Philip, Fayaz Dunga Goan, Krishna Kumar, Ansar Hashir, the wicket keeper, Shamim Ali, and Shahbaz Khan. And for 7 districts, that's Zain Ullah rather, the captain in the juniors of the 7 districts team. We have Attar Rahman is quite a solid batsman, this youngster. Umair Ali, Nurullah Ayubi, another solid batsman there. Zainullah Rahmani, Nabil Arshad, Hassan Isakil. This is the son of the president, Muhammad Nabi, who has played for Afghanistan for quite some time. Muhammad Aftab Javed, Sahil Ayman, Ibrad Ahmed, and Farman Ali. A very warm welcome if you're just joining us. This is the Royal Phoenix Clinic, 35th Sharjah Ramadan League 2024. This tournament is being hosted here in the iconic Sharjah International Cricket Stadium in the United Arab Emirates. And this is a stadium that has hosted more than 249 one-day internationals. Today's match is pitting two teams, the 7 Districts Juniors and Fly Emirates. 7 Districts Juniors won the toss and they elected to bat first. It's going to be interesting to see how the youngsters are going to fare against the senior players here that are in the Fly Emirates team. And in the center we have Zainullah, who's on strike, and Hassan Isekil, son to Muhammad Nabi. First ball played off the back foot there by Zainullah. No run produced. Second ball off the over in this fast innings between these two teams. That is just played off the leg stump there, and 1 run added onto the score tally now. Hassan Isekil is on strike now. I've had the privilege to coach this youngster. I've also had a privilege to watch him play a couple of matches. He is one batsman who's capable of destroying the bowling attack. Played on the back foot again. He's off the mark with a single. Rasul, so far so good. 2 deliveries and 2 runs conceded. 7 Districts Juniors is quite a lot in terms of experienced youngsters that have played in these major tournaments. And it will be interesting to see how they are going to handle this. Zainullah on the back foot again. And that was uncalled for. They could have taken a run there. But it seems Zain felt that the ball was within the circle, so he didn't want to take the risk of taking an extra run. If you look at the field set here, you can actually see that the whole team is, within the 30-yard circle as required by the laws of the game. And Rasul bowls that one towards the leg side as well, and it ended up making contact with the batsman's leg. That was off the thigh guard, rather. No run produced. It will be interesting to see how Rasul is going to bowl the next delivery. So far he has done well. Another one nicely handled by the youngster there, Hassan Isekil. It is good to see that these youngsters are, gaining confidence and they're able to handle, play even at this high level. That brings us to the end of the first over. This is a match between Fly Emirates and 7 Districts. 4 runs on the board, no wicket lost. We are now in the second over of the match, pitting 7 Districts Juniors and Fly Emirates. There is the bowler coming from the Sharjah Cricket Academy and a left-handed fast bowler. He starts off his over with a ball that was slightly going on to the leg side, in which Hassan tried to play and ended up making a connection there. And no run came out of the effort. Sharjah's kind of left medium fast bowler for Team Fly Emirates. Hassan is one youngster who's capable of really, punching the ball hard. He has done so in the previous matches that he has played. There he goes. It goes up and he plays it straight and is racing to the boundary. Now we have seen the first boundary of this encounter of Hassan Isakel's bat there. Just as I was saying in a couple of moments ago, that he's that kind of a batsman who's capable of really, smashing it hard and putting runs on the board. And to join me in digesting what is happening here at the Sharjah International Stadium is Adnan. Welcome to the Combox, Adnan.
Thank you so much, Craig. Did start from these two, but now they're cutting loose in over number 2nd. Look at that. Back-to-back boundaries here for Hassan Isakel. He's got the start that he wanted.
For Hassan Isakel, anything that goes outside off stump, and if you give him room, he will surely punish you. That is exactly what we have just witnessed there.
He's got to be very watchful with his length. That was a pretty decent delivery, but equally up to the task. Hassan Isakel picking up another boundary for himself and for his team. 12.
Yes, they're slowly gaining momentum now. The score has moved from 4. It's now on 12 in just 1.3 overs. Shav is coming in with his 4th delivery.
A short and wide. This is screamed. Over point for another boundary. 3 boundaries back to back for Hassan Isakel. He's off to a flyer.
I'm actually short of words. If you look at the way he played that shot, they played it late, but it would have been a beautiful shot if that point fielder, they had taken that one. But all the same, the score has now gone up to 16 in the first, for 4 balls of this over.
He can be really destructive, Hassan Isakel. The moment he sniffs a chance to get in the game, he'll make you pay big. So far, so good from him. Batting at a strike rate of 200. That's a wayward delivery and not a clean collection by the keeper. Will allow them to pick up 5 runs. 5 extra runs added to the total. And you can certainly see pressure on the bowler.
That's a welcome donation there to Team 7 Districts. Oh, that was a wayward delivery there. And it's going to cost them a lot, pushing the score to 21.
Well, it does get difficult for the keepers to collect that on an awkward bounce. And with the fielders in the circle, all the fielders in the circle on the offside, it is not easy for the wicket keepers at all. 2 men outside the circle, long on and deep mid-wicket. He's got to be bowling within the stumps. He can't afford to give him with here.
By just looking at Hassan's stuns, another wayward delivery there. This time around, only 1 run donated to the batting team. But, looking at how good this 7 Districts team is, they really need to avoid such kind of bowling, Adnan.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got to be spot on in this important semi-final. We're here in the knockout stages. There's no tomorrow. So you can't afford to get your game B into this game. You've got to be with your game A. Well, so far, so good from Hassan Isakel. And that one was a very good take by a wicket keeper. That was not an easy collection. He's done well. The last one was sprayed outside off stump, and this one towards the leg.
Hassan Isakel is that kind of a batsman whom we can easily term as a 360 type of a batsman. So they really need to be very careful in their bowling here.
Very smartly played there. He's got the boundaries he wanted in that over, and respecting the good deliveries, playing on its merit, as we call it. Smart batting from him, and they really need him to fire here in this important game. Zainullah on the other end, the captain, will be playing a second fiddle in the partnership, and he's got to make sure that they hold up the wickets in the power play. Also, make use of those restrictions.
Another nicely played delivery there by Hassan, nicely handled, and he gets a single. Right, that brings us to the end of the over. Score is now on 22 of 2.
no loss after 2. He's got a very short boundary on the leg side. He's got to be very careful with his lines and lengths here.
Absolutely, especially bowling to a batsman of Hassan's caliber. It'll be interesting to see if the umpire is going to call that one, or it will come as a first warning. Is it? It looks like nothing of that sort. But that is just a warning to the youngster that I can make you fly even if you don't have wings.
Well, Fly Emirates, this is what you can expect from them. That was a short delivery, bowled with some steam. Oh, just you can see that movement into the right-hander, and probably it might actually play into the hands of the batter there. A short boundary on the leg side, any part of bat onto that one, it will just fly over the boundary with the pace that Shamim is offering at the moment.
Absolutely. You know, Hassan has played also at very high levels of cricket. So anything that goes, you know, in that region, surely he's capable of smashing it out of the boundary. Shamim coming in from the Bukhata end. He seems to be, you know, giving it a little bit of more movement onto the leg side, Adnan.
Yeah, there's certainly movement for him into the right-hander. And I think Hassan Isa Khail missed on an opportunity to pick up a boundary there. He'll be gutted with himself, though he's picked up a single as leg by. So good start here from Shamim. Haven't conceded any run off the bat, though they've taken a single as leg by. So first 3 deliveries costing literally nothing for Fly Emirates, and that too from a shorter end. Right then, it's going to be the captain, Zainullah, on strike now. Drifting on the pads, and with the fine leg up, that will race away to the boundary. First boundary there for Zainullah as well. The captain joins the party. Moves on to 28 for no loss. Look at that, drifting onto the pads. Not the right line to be bowling. Especially you've got most fielders on the offside. You can't be straying on the pads. So an important boundary picked up here by Zainullah. He's got to make sure he doesn't need to take any further risk in the power play. Let his other partner take the risk. And he can play along, make sure that he holds up one end. A better line, better land, but a very good looking stroke from Zain, using the pace of the bowler to his advantage. What a shot once again. Back-to-back boundaries for Zainullah as well. That was bowled wider. And look at that, playing it late, almost behind him to make use of that pace. And how well has he found the gap, piercing the infield to perfection. So Shamim conceding 2 boundaries. Back-to-back, will be looking to make a comeback here. A very good start so far, 32 on board without losing a wicket. They'll be really happy with the efforts here. Won the toss, had no doubt in batting first. A short and wide, this is creamed through the offside. Once again picks up a boundary. So 3 boundaries back-to-back for Zain as well. He gets a move on. 12 of that over, in fact 13 of it. 3 overs done, 36 for no loss. They've got the momentum in the last 2 overs they were looking for. 32 runs scored in the last 2 overs. Gives himself room, following the batter, very smartly bowled. He's a very good bowler, Wajahat Rasool. He's got a long on and deep mid-wicket in place. And that was the reason why Hassan Isa Khail was backing away towards the leg side to open up the offside. So good starts for both the batters of 7 Districts Juniors. Are looking to go big, and I think he's connected it well. What a shot! Using the field to his advantage. Over long off for a maximum. That was bowled Fuller. Almost yorked him. But with the class of Hassan Isa Khail, that is going to be considered a bad delivery. What a shot once again. Moves on to 21 with that maximum of just 14 deliveries. And absolutely the start they wanted. Change in field straight away. Long on comes in the circle as mid-on. Long off is pushed back. Well, I think that's the better field for the leg spinner, taking the ball away from the right-hander. A shot and drifting on the pads. I think once again Hassan Isa Khail has missed out on an opportunity there. The square leg and fine leg up in the circle. He's missed out on a boundary here.
They've done well in terms of taking advantage of the power play here. 42 runs on the board in only 3.3 overs. Oh, that is a beautifully placed shot there, Adnan.
Yeah, that was a flipper. And how quickly he got into position to execute that. The only thing not right about that delivery was it was pitched up. An easy taking for Hassan Isa Khail, who seemed to be looking in really good form here. What a shot once again.
You know, for me, as part of Sharjah Cricket Academy staff, it makes me happy to see these youngsters, you know, performing at this level against highly, you know, experienced players.
Oh, what a shot. He's making the power play count here. Backing away to open the offside, bowler following him, and he was up to the task. This time over long on for another maximum.
Let's quickly watch the replay there. Yes, he gave himself enough room to fully execute that shot there. And that has moved his runs to 31 off just a mere 17. Even Zain is doing quite well also from the other end. 14 off 6. See now, they've gone up to 52 in only 3.5 overs.
A good delivery, respected on that occasion. A big over, 16 off that one, and the last 3 overs have conceded 48. 52 on board, 4 overs done, 52 for no loss. Pretty interesting field here. Short boundary on the leg side. But he's got 2 men protecting the boundary towards off. Deep third and deep cover. So he's got to be outside off stump.
Everything has to be outside off stump here. Otherwise, anything that goes onto the leg side will be fully punished. Nicely played off the back foot there by Zainullah. If you're just joining us, this is the Royal Phoenix Clinic 35th Sharjah Ramadan League. This is a match between Fly Emirates and 7 Districts Juniors. Good delivery there. They wanted to take a single, but They aborted the mission midway.
Yeah, big mix-up in the middle. This could have been costly. Lucky for Zainullah that he got there in time. It's a good start there from Umar Jat. Nothing conceded of the first two deliveries. Zainullah. The idea was right to bring back Hassan Isa Khail on strike. They've got to do that. Short and wide, looking to up the ante. Could only manage to find inside half of the bat. Lucky not to ricochet that one onto the stumps. A single taken.
You know, the level of understanding of the game from these youngsters is, you know, it's very encouraging. Zain is just, you know, playing a supporting role, and he's giving everything to the executioner, Hassan Isekil. He's on strike now. Let's see how he's going to handle Umar Jut, who is bowling from the Bukhata end.
Looking to stay outside off, and he's bowled it further away from the tram line. Will be called a wide. So you can see the pressure of Hassan Isa Khail straight away on Umar Jat, trying to stay away from the hitting arc of the batter there. And they say that you work in partnerships, and how well have they worked here so far in the semi-final number 2.
There comes Umar Jut with his fourth delivery. That came up a little bit. Tried to pull that one, but with no success, and it looks like it's going to be a bye. Yes. Bye signal from the umpire there.
That was bowled with some pace. Came onto the batter very quickly. The length was there to be put away, but it was the pace of Umar Jat. Right then, just 3 conceded in this over. A fuller delivery went through to the keeper. Not getting much bounce on that occasion. Given as byes. A pinch a single. So fairly quiet over so far with the way the innings have progressed so far. 52 after 4 overs. So just 4 off this over of the first 5 deliveries. Can he finish this over without a boundary?
I don't think Hassan is going to allow that. It will be interesting to see how he's going to handle this delivery here. Umar Jat coming in with his last delivery of the over. As I said earlier that he wasn't going to allow that, and he played that one nicely, and it went over the boundary there. 6 runs added onto the score tally. Isekil on 37 of just 20 deliveries, and that brings us to the end of over number 5. 7 districts juniors on 62 without any loss of wicket.
From 7 districts juniors, 62 for no loss in just 5 overs. They're certainly making a mark with the bat here. And the right end to be bowling from for the off spinner, the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. Very good first up delivery. Zain will be looking to pick up a single here.
That would be the most sensible thing to do, considering that Hassan is the one who's you know, given himself, you know, that responsibility of going for the boundaries. Great running there between the wickets from the youngsters.
That was the 6 off the last ball. How quickly he adjusted to that shot. Got it off the top edge, but he will take those any day. Sails over that fine leg boundary for a maximum. Pull the length back, but this is timed really well. Off the back foot. This is running away towards the boundary, and the fielder puts in a chase and cuts that off, limits it to just a couple.
Great piece of fielding there. Hassan is cycled on 39 of 21 deliveries. Zain on 16 of 12. It looks like, you know, they're gathering momentum now, and the partnership is on 65. Ooh.
A good ball and very well played, but straight to the fielder. So Usman Mushtaq not really giving it the air for Hassan Isa Khail, and the right ploy to be going with, especially with two fielders outside the circle. They want to get away with an economical over here. 7 Districts Juniors have managed a good total in the power play itself. Look at that, bowling it flatter and within the stumps line. So far, so good from Usman.
One thing I like about these youngsters is, you know, they are respecting good deliveries. And whenever they get a loose one, they are punishing it.
That was in the slot for Hassan Isa Khail, and the form that he is in, he is not going to be missing out on that one. That was a rank half volley from Usman Mushtaq. The only delivery that he gave some air, and Hassan Isa Khail very quick to pounce on that opportunity. And then the maximum for him, 4th one of the innings from him. Moves on to 45 of just 24 deliveries. End of power play, a very successful one for 7 Districts Juniors. 71 for no loss. Short delivery, drifting onto the body. Just 3 fielders on the leg side. Enough gap to find a boundary. 2 back in the deep fine leg and deep square leg, and 1 in the circle as mid-on.
Hassan is that kind of a batsman who can make the captain, you know, run out of options, because he's more of a 360 type of a batsman. So in as much as you may think that you have fully protected the boundary and all, he will always find a way to play it in the gap and get positive results out of that.
Well then, change in field. The fine leg comes up in the circle. The mid-on is pushed back to long on. But just 3 fielders on the leg side, including the one in the circle. Plenty of gaps. Not the right channel to be bowling. Will be called a wide, and an extra run taken as well.
Not a bad thing for Umajud. It's better than, you know, going out for a boundary. So just one delivery, only 1 run donation is not much of a problem. But he needs to quickly, you know, get back into the groove and bowl in the right channels and make sure that he doesn't give these 2 youngsters room to hit the ball.
Oh, that was pace off. Very well disguised there. Onto the shot very early. Zainullah beaten comprehensively. Smart bowling from Umar Jat. He's mixing the pace pretty well. And you can see the towels out. That means the dew has arrived. And doesn't get any easier for the spinner, especially to grip the ball.
Yeah, the dew will always have that effect on the ball. Nicely bowled there by Umar Jut. Another dot ball.
He rushed him with that pace. Couldn't get the bat down in time. The ball was there to be hit right under the bat, but the bat coming down too late. Good bowling from Umar Jat so far. Despite conceding a 6, just giving 11. So good consistencies from him.
Most important thing now is for him to maintain that. That was well run there. Single picked by the youngsters, pushing the score to 75.
Yeah, these two complement each other very well in running between the wickets as well. You can see that straight away on display. Played it with soft hands. That was a change of delivery. Very quickly called through for a single by Hassan Isa Khail. Wants to get on strike, especially from this end. He's got a short boundary that he'll be aiming. And Umar Jat, with a good over so far. Just 4 of it. He'll be looking to finish this well. Takes the pace off. Very watchfully played. Just a single on that occasion.
Isakel is only 4 runs short of half-ton here, with Zain also coming in with 18 of 16 deliveries. If you check the current run rate now, it's around 11.1. Single ball to go rather. It will be interesting to see how Zain is going to react to the coming delivery.
Very well played. Hassan Isa Khail wants the second. And Zain was not interested in that at all. So just a single to end over number 7. They're going along nicely at 11 and over. 77 for no loss. Except the last delivery that he looped up, and that was the only delivery where he gave a little bit of air to Hassan Isa Khail. Finished with a maximum. Interesting fields here. They've got a deep cover, long off, and 3 men behind point on the offside. Look at that. A wayward delivery. Wanted to use the pace of the bowler. Got in position. And I think that will be close to being called a wide. Or has he got any part of the bat on that one? Umpire calls it runs. 2 off the bat.
2 runs added to the run tally there, Adnan. It's good to see that these youngsters are handling the senior guys very well. Very composed. Hit into the air. Is that gonna go into the hands of the fielder? No. Landed in no man's land. No run taken. 79 for no loss in 7.2 overs. Mushtaq comes in with the 3rd delivery. Played off the back foot straight to the fielder, Adnan.
Just a single on that occasion. And I think Zainullah has gotten away with that top edge. Better off getting Hassan Isa Khail back on strike. He's not had much strike the recent past. In fact, they pick up a couple of runs as well. That's good running. Smartly played. Picks up a single now. Good opportunity for Hassan Isa Khail to pick up a boundary and get on to that 50-run mark here.
But it will be interesting to see also how he's going to try and reach that half-ton. Does he have the decency of understanding that even with singles you can get to half-ton? It seems like he has it. He gets a single off that delivery there.
Yeah, that's smart batting from him. Realizes that they've got the runs in the over once again. Don't have two chances. Army's also closing in on a well-deserved 50 and wants to make sure that he reaches there. Then probably will have a license to go over the top and probably a shorter end to go for from the next.
Fifth delivery there coming from Mushtaq, and that brings us to the end of the over. 83 for no loss in 8.
Emirates. Left arm spin. Oh, very good delivery. Right areas to be bowling, taking it away from the hitting arc of Hassan Isakhel. And right ploy, bringing the longer part of the ground into play.
Smart way of starting an over there. Another one that was brought in much wider. Inside edge, and it went behind the batsman there. Single-headed to the run tally. Isakhel on 49 from only 29 deliveries.
A good start for Phillips. That's the right area to be bowling with a shorter boundary on the leg side. You don't want to be drifting onto the stumps or onto the pads and not really getting under the bat. Keeping it away from the batter. Nowhere close to that one. Zainullah just giving room to himself, backing away to the leg side to open off, and nowhere close to it.
Sensible bowling from Philip. Still, Zain managed to connect that one, though not 100%, but at least they got a run off that.
You're lucky not to find a fielder there. That could have easily gone into the hands of the point fielder. Enough bat onto that one to take it away from him. A single on that occasion, but more importantly, Hassan Isakhel is back on strike and he's looking all set for his 50 here. Oh, wayward delivery. Completely missed the radar on that occasion, called a no ball. And rightfully so, Hassan Isakhel will take it any day. He's got a free hit to reach his 50, and with a short boundary on the leg side, look out for him. He'll be shuffling towards that offside now to make use of that free hit.
Whatever comes his way now, he needs to take full advantage of it. Oh, he missed that one. Intelligent bowling from the Team Emirates there. Philip, he's on to his last delivery now.
Very smartly bowled. Look at that, keeping it away from the hitting arc. Called a wide. Probably just coming in very late after passing the tram line, though in the end it stayed within the tram line. But look at that. Once it passed the wicket, once it passed the crease, it was outside the tram line, and very good decision once again from Imran Munir. Spot on there. And that's a pretty straightforward decision. You don't need to be animated with that.
It seems like they want to deny this youngster that half-turn there. But I think also pressure is building on Philip. That goes into the air, and he goes on to score his half-turn in this match here, Adnan.
A very good knock. 50 of just 32 deliveries. Just what they wanted from the big man, Hassani Sakhel. 9 overs done, 89 for no loss.
Eight to 9 for no loss. Krishna Kumar, slow left arm bowler coming from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. Good way to start the over. Dot ball there from Kumar. Coming in with his second delivery. And Hassan Isekil managing a single of that.
Krishna Kumar, the new bowler. Very smart operator. Left arm spin. Last over just went for 6. And 3 of them were off extras. Phillips just got away with that wayward delivery. There was a free hit on offer. And sensible batting from these two. Not really chancing the big boundary. Smart cricket. They're going along nicely at 10 and over. And if they can do that for the next 3 to 4 overs, it will allow the rest of the batters to come in and go big from ball number 1.
You know, when you have these kind of batsmen, you know, they take off the pressure, you know, for those that will come in later. But played off the back foot there by Hassan Isekil. He gets a single, moving his score to 52 of just 35 deliveries.
It's not just big hitting that Hassan Isekil has done in this innings. He's also rotated the strike well. And on the other end, Zainullah complementing him very well with those singles and doubles. He's picked up 3 boundaries in the second over. And since then, he's played a second fiddle in the partnership. So that's also game awareness. You've got to have that when you go into a big game.
25 of 25. Can they get a single there? No, denied by the fielder, by the bowler rather, Kumar. And that brings us to the end of the over. 92 at halfway mark for no loss. Back to the action here. Hassan Isakil smashed it over the boundary for a 6 there. And the ball has just touched the board, the roof rather, of this iconic stadium, moving his score to 58. Oh, that was punched hard, big, and straight. A great shot there from the youngster. They're just 1 run short of 100 runs there.
Well, that was a mammoth 6, almost 100 meter. This time going over long off, and he's made a decent connection on that one as well. Going on the roof of Sharjah, Sachin Tendulkar stand there almost. Once again hits the banner on the full. What a shot this is. He's turning the game on.
Hassan Isakil, he leaves me dumbfounded there. I've run out of words. Great piece of batting from the youngster. That mighty 6 has moved the score to 105 in just 10.2 overs. 64 runs off just 37 deliveries. That's way too good.
You've got to stay away from the hitting arc of this tall man. He's got long levers. He's got a big hitting arc, that's for sure. And plays it smartly. He's got those 2 maximums in the over and smartly nudges away for a single. This is what good batting is all about. The moment you pick up boundaries, you need to rotate strike. You need to take the innings longer, further, deep, and make it big for you and for your team.
I've seen senior batsmen playing, and they don't have this understanding that these youngsters have. Oh, nicely fielded there.
Oh, what a catch this is. What a lovely fielding effort. Right when things were not going Fly Emirates way, there's something they have found in the center. What an effort this is from the fielder. Look at that dug-in shot. It had to be put away. Zain hitting it nicely but straight to the fielder. Not really there. Put in that slide very early but kept the eyes on the ball more importantly. And a very good catch to dismiss Zain and break that big partnership of 116. Zainullah out on 25 of 27. He's done his part. It's 106 for 1. We've certainly laid a big platform for the batters to come and go big straight away. And good comeback by Philip. And look at that, having a chat with Hassan Isakil, finding the funny side on that occasion. That was not a good delivery, but Zain just unlucky on that occasion to find the fielder. He had all the opportunity to put it away for a maximum. Bowls it fuller. And we'll get off the mark with that single, Atta. 11 overs done, 7 districts juniors, 107 for 1.
Kumar comes back to bowl from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. Fast delivery there, nicely handled by Atta, who's on 2 of the 3 deliveries that he has faced so far. There is the Reaper there, Hassani Sekil. Wide ball, wide signal there coming from the umpire. Another run donated to the youngsters. We don't expect to see this kind of bowling from a very senior player like Krishna Kumar. Nicely bowled there, drifting towards the leg side, and nicely played. Are they going to attempt a second one? No. Sekil on 66 of 39. Ataur Rahman off the back foot, keeps it within the circle. Half an over bowled. Nicely played by the youngster there. The ball is racing down to the boundary. Unfortunately, or fortunately rather for the fielding team, it didn't cross the boundary. That beautiful shot from the youngster has moved the score to 112. I think off the bat, Kumar has conceded at least 2 deliveries now, which is very good considering that these youngsters are capable of beautiful, beautiful fielding there. Beautiful stop, rather, from Krishna Kumar. Single delivery remaining, Adnan. Let's see how the youngster is going to handle the last delivery of the over. Sensible cricket from the 2 youngsters. 113 runs for the loss of 1 wicket, 12 overs done.
Atta, he's got to make sure that he brings Hassan Isa Khail back on strike. Can't keep him away from strike. Fly Emirates have managed to come back well in this game after picking up a wicket. Has pulled the run rate back in their favor, going along at 9.4 at the moment. And batter, not too sure what was he doing there. Bowler doing the right thing, just backing away at the very last moment. He's got to be very switched on here, Atta. As I said, they've done the hard part, laid the foundation. A short delivery, very quick to pounce on that, but not off the middle of the bat. Will be cut away, and just 2 runs taken. Oh, that was an awkward bounce to the keeper as well. Good he has a helmet on, otherwise that would have been really nasty. A pretty interesting fields here for Umar Jat. He's got a point, cover, fine leg and square leg in the circle. So can't be drifting on the pads. Goes for that Yorker and delivery, and a misfield will allow them to take a single. Probably. Yes, they do. So far, so good. Just 3 off this over from Umar Jat. And Hassani Sakhel back on strike, though he hasn't had much strike in the last 2 overs. And that might also bring a lapse in his batting. This is what we've seen at international stages as well. The main batters who are doing good, if they are kept away from strike for some time, they tend to bring out a loose shot. Oh, wanted to hoik that over the cover region. The ball was there, it was in the arc, but the wrong line played on that occasion. Lucky not to find an edge. 66 of just 40 deliveries. That has been the dominance of this man, Hassani Sakhel. We all know what he's capable of, and he can be really devastating, especially at the back end of the innings. A slow, low full toss, and this has been tonked over covers. Once again, off the middle of the bat, and when he hits, it stays hit. Another maximum of the blade of Hassani Sakhel. Look how quickly he gets into position. Read that one like a book. Very easy on the eyes as well. Moves on to 72 of 41 deliveries. So he's got different bats for different stages of the bowling attack. Earlier you saw him playing with an SF bat, then he changed it to another bat, and now it's Grey Nichols. Oh, wanted to hit that on the up. A dot delivery to end that over, but a good one for 7 districts. 122 for 1 after 13. Off the bat of Atta, he picks up his first maximum of the match, and in style. That will add a lot of confidence. Inside out, over covers, over long off, playing with the spin and the right area to be going. Picks up a maximum of the very first delivery of the over. Puts a lot of pressure on the bowler, and certainly can turn out to be a really big one for 7 Districts Juniors. They're looking all set for that 200-run mark. And Fly Emirates have got to do something different here. 7 Districts Juniors, plenty of batters still waiting in the dugout. Plenty of big hitters. Nabil Arshad still to arrive. Aftab Javed as well. Nurullah Ayubi. A very good follow-up delivery after conceding a 6. And the right idea from Atta. He wanted to take a single as well. Very good field of his own bowling, Krishna. We've already seen that in the previous over. Looking to go full. Smart batting. He got the boundary of the very first delivery. Rotates strike, brings back the main man. Back on strike, Hassani Sakhel. 72 of just 42 deliveries. You've got to wait and watch what the tactics would be. Would he be going towards that longer part of the ground, towards the leg side, or go inside out over cover? Wanted to go inside out. Just manages to get some bat on it. Good bowling from Krishna. He's keeping it away from that hitting arc, and rightfully so. Hassani Sakhel got it on the other end. Thought he had that one covered pretty well. A low full toss, another single. So 9 of the first 5 deliveries. Can Hassan Isa Khail end this over with a boundary? Or can Krishna Kumar pick up a wicket of Hassan Isa Khail here? Will certainly make a lot of difference at the end of the innings. Picking up Hassan Isa Khail. Going down the leg side. Good call from the umpire. Dot delivery to end over number 14. 76 juniors, 131 for 1. He'll be looking to make a comeback. Oh, smart batting brings Hassan Isa Khail back on strike. And I'm sure they had a conversation just before this over was bowled to get Hassan Isa Khail on strike as much as possible. Make him face maximum number of deliveries, whatever is remaining from these 35. Deep cover and long off in place. Goes Fuller. This time really well, but straight to the fielder. He's got the right fielders in the right positions here. But he's got to stick with his line. So far, so good. Just 2 of the first 2. And it's a shorter end towards the leg side, so he can't be drifting onto the pads or on the stumps. Oh, how did that miss the stump? Playing for the spin. Wajad Rasool, not a big spinner of the ball, almost had his men on that occasion. But importantly, dot delivery there. Oh, you could see the desperation to come back on strike. And the right call in the end from Atta. Just a fumble allows Hassan Isa Khail to come back safely. Otherwise, that would have been really tight. A big appeal, and Imran Munir raises his finger. Wajahat Rasool strikes in his 3rd over, first wicket for him. And it's Atta who's going to depart. A good bowling from Wajahat Rasool. Picking up that wicket off Atta. Goes out after scoring 17 of 18 deliveries and is the 2nd wicket down for 76 juniors on 133. Sahil Arman in at number 4. And now time to introduce you to my co-coms. Mohammad Nadeem will be taking you through the next passage of play. Welcome back, Nadeem.
Thank you, Adnan. Well, I'll say that a very good performance so far by the juniors. 133 after losing 2 wickets. Well, look at that. Hassan Isakhel, 74 on 45. And Sahil, a bit late, but this is how it can happen. Oh, it's edged away, just past the slip. And Sahil will get off the mark, not the way he would have liked, but he will take a single. $134 for 2 after 15. Well, Usman Mushtaq, as usual, very economical, considering the situation. Just gave away 15 in his 2 overs. Still wicketless. And once again, he has opted to bowl from a right end, being an off spinner. You don't want to risk yourself bowling from Bukhater end, as you have got a very small boundary on the leg side, and margin of error will be very less. Hassan Isakhel, well, he has got every chance to get 100 here. 74 on just 45. Shuffles across, goes for it, loud appeal, given. Well, he played across the line, and Usman Mushtaq got the reward of some great bowling, I must say. Well, it is slow in the air, and he has deceived him in the flight. Hassan Isakhel also got the ball hit in a very sensitive area, not comfortable, but he has played his part. Tremendous 74 on just 46 balls, 7 sixes. Wow. With 4 boundaries, 135 for 3. Well, the new man in is Nurul Ayubi, the right-hander batter. He's very talented, and he is known to hit those big shots. He remains very fluent, but he is up against a very smart cricketer, Usman Mushtaq. Look at that, the flight which he gives, the line and length in which he bowls, that is a treat to watch. Plenty of learning for the youngsters, especially for the off spinners. And joining me in the com box, my dear friend Craig. Welcome, Craig.
Thank you so much, Nadeem, for that warm welcome. Great shot there played by the youngster, Nurullah Ayubi. Son to Kabul Zalmi owner, Mr. Ayubi. They're still very fresh. Ayubi and his partner Sahil, they're still very fresh on the crease there. So we are yet to see what they're going to contribute. But in terms of what they have done in the past, they're those kind of batsmen that you can fully rely on to, you know, put those much-needed runs on the board. Played off the back foot there by Nurullah Ayubi. It has just gone just outside the 30-yard circle, and they've managed to grab a single off that, pushing the score to a beautiful 138 of 15.5. Mushtaq bowling from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. Highly experienced bowler. And that dot ball brings us to the end of the over, 138 for 3 in 16.
Well, it's 138 for 3 after 16. Wajad Rasool once again among the wickets. Oh, nearly got one more. Gave away just 24 runs with that single and got a wicket in 3.1 overs. Once again, Wajad Rasool showing his experience and his class.
So of the 24 runs that he has considered, that means he's giving away an average of 8 runs and over. He tried to sweep that one, but he failed to make a connection there.
Well, look at the body language of Wajad Rasool. Very calm, very cool, very peaceful, and lazy elegance with that little run up to the delivery stride, and then he's a tall lad and got high arm action and just releases the ball with a very decent pace, and that's where you struggle to hit the ball. Look at that. Sahil, being a youngster, trying to hit it hard, and Wajad is not giving any pace to work with. So an experience contesting the young blood and experience is on top as of now.
Experience will always get things done, and this is exactly what Rasool has done. It will be interesting to see how the youngster nicely charged towards the ball there and smacked it down the boundary, and 4 runs added to their score tally. They're moving it to 144 in 16.4 overs.
Well, we're talking about experience, and there you go. That is talent for you. The ball came with probably 90 kilometers per hour, and the ball traveled to the boundary with probably 150 kilometers per hour. Ayubi showing the blood is still circulating hard and fast in the veins.
I'm sure the father is proud of the way his son is playing, and soon he'll be knocking on the Afghanistan national team door to say, hey, I am here, available to serve. Right, a great shot there from the youngster, moving the score to 145. Ayubi 8 runs off the 5 deliveries that he has faced so far. And Sahil also, he was equally good. He's doing the same, fully understanding the responsibility that is on their shoulders, these youngsters. They are playing sensible cricket here, but against highly experienced bowlers.
Oh, look at that. He is undone. Once again, deceived him with the slowness of the pace. Sahil, in order to accelerate the runs, bowled out on the bowling of Wajat Rasool. He picks up his second wicket. What a spell of bowling once again by the senior statesman Wajat. We'll come to that. Meanwhile, Sahil Arman walking back after scoring 4 on 7, bowled by Wajat Rasool, and Wajat Rasool grabbed 2 wickets, gave away 30 runs in his 4 overs. One of the bowler in this game for Fly Emirates. Well, we are seeing some excellent contest. Seniors versus juniors, I will say, considering the way Wajat Rasool bowled and considering the way Usman Mushtaq is bowling. They are bowling with a very deceptive pace, bowling at a very right line and length, and the juniors, rush of blood, look at that. Coming down the track, making the ball yoke to himself, and he will get only a single.
They just need to play sensibly now. These are highly experienced bowlers. They haven't put much on the board, so they need to play with a lot of sense, get as many boundaries as possible. But it's not going to be easy facing, bowlers of Mushtaq's caliber. They really need to keep their eyes on the ball, hit it when it's necessary, and make sure they hit it for maximum.
Oh, there you go. You talked about maximum, and he hit this in the air and taken in the deep by the fielder. Usman Mushtaq gets his second wicket. And it is Nabil Arshad departs. Once again, he is not getting the timing and power behind that, and it's purely because Usman is not giving them any pace to work with. Nabil Arshad got out on golden duck on the very first ball. It's 146 for 5. $146 for 5. Usman Mushtaq bowling beautifully, very smartly. Nudged away by Javed for a single.
What a beautiful way of getting off the mark. There was a slight nudge of the ball there, and that has contributed a single to the run tally, with Mushtaq coming in with his 4th ball. Oh, nicely punched there by the youngster, going over the rope for 6 runs, Nadeem.
Well, Ayubi showing his talent and class. He found one from the middle of the ball, and it was in his zone. Little fuller at that occasion by Usman, and Ayubi took a full advantage of it. Chosen to hit towards the bigger boundary and cleared it with comfort. Nurul Ayubi moving on to 15 on 7, and I'm sure the great man. Meanwhile, it is played toward the leg side, chase, and fielder has just roll over it. Another boundary conceded. Usman Mushtaq is not happy. His figures are spoiled. Should have been just an easy picking for the fielder there. Well,
It must be understood that there is quite a lot of dew there. So that ball, if you check clearly, you would see that it actually slipped out of his hands. He hit it, but it slipped out. Mushtaq coming in with another delivery there. Played nicely off the knee by Nurullah. This is exactly what I was saying earlier on, Nadim, about the dew. They are managing to get the ball into their hands, but because of the presence of water on the ball, it's slipping out.
well, 158 for 5 after 18 overs. Umar Jatt will be bowling his 4th over, and well, quick delivery, and in fact appeal for the caught behind, yes, given. In fact, Ayubi was walking, so Umar Jatt strikes here. Ayubi was looking dangerous, but it was a quick delivery, and Umar Jatt has picked up a very important wicket here. 158 for 7. Nurullah Ayubi played a good knock. Little cameo coming up from his side. 20 on 10, caught by Harsher, bowled by Jatt. It's 158 for 6 after 18.1. Well, 158 for 6 after 18.1. Umar Jatt has got a wicket. Gave away just 23 runs in 3.1 overs. Good spell of bowling coming up from Jatt. Right in the money first ball. Ebrar out there in the middle. Umar Jatt, he's a strong lad. Good run up, good action. Once again right on the money, and it will be a single. Well, Fly Emirates have done very well, especially in last 5 to 6 overs. They have restricted 7 district juniors, dent their run rate, and also grabbed some quick wickets. Short and wide, cut away. There is a fielder in the deep, and will just be a single. Well, joining me in the com box, my dear friend Adnan Arif. Welcome back after the break.
Thank you so much, Nadeem. What a comeback this has been from Fly Emirates. They were looking all set for that 200-run mark. And I think 7 districts juniors have missed out on the trick here. They lost the first wicket on 106. Look at that, Zainullah, the first one to fall. That was a big partnership. And then that was the LBW of Atta, followed by a good ball from Usman Mushtaq. This hit really well, and it will clear the fence easily. Ibrar joining the party with a maximum.
Well, pitching it short, Omar Jat, he is not that express, not that quick, and you are taking a lot of risk putting short over there. And good timing, enough power, which has taken the ball over the deep mid-wicket for a 6.
Well, even if you are express pace, that will not work. It's a short boundary on that side. Why do you want to be there? Look at that, very well bowled to dismiss Sahil. And Nabil Arshad falling on his very first delivery. Oh, that's cleaned them up. Look at that celebration from Omar Jat. Speaks volumes. Picks up the 7th wicket of 7 Districts Juniors and the 2nd wicket for him. A good spell of fast bowling comes to an end.
Oh, look at that. Full delivery, bowled out behind the stump, and that Jat, typical Jat celebration. Ibrar Ahmed walking back after scoring 7 for 4. Juniors lost their 7th wicket, 166 after 19 overs.
Fly Emirates. And as I was speaking, that 7 Districts Juniors have just missed out on a trick here. They lost their first wicket on 106 in the 11th over. They could have easily sent big hitters up the order to continue with the momentum. And they instead chose to stay with the normal batting order, sending in Atta, Sahil, Noor. And they just lost that momentum that was created. And they lost Hassan Isa Khail at the wrong time as well. And credit to Fly Emirates to stick to their guns, have that belief, and they've certainly pulled things back their way. Well, it's the last over of the first innings. If they can keep or contain them within 175, they'll be going into the second innings with a lot of belief.
Well, these are very important words for the juniors. I'm sure that they will be watching the highlights, what has happened. And there are plenty of things to learn from my fellow commentator Adnan. He has played a lot of cricket at top level and brings a lot of experience. It was basically the experience which has taken over the juniors, because they bowled slow, Mushtaq and Wajat Rasool especially. They were not giving any pace, while the batters were looking to play big shots. Usually they come at top of the order and they like to rotate the strike, they like to settle in. And on top of that, as Adnan mentioned, that you got to improvise, you got to shuffle around, you need to think out of the box at higher level, and that is what I think juniors have done a little mistake out there.
Well, that stayed a touch low as well. And the bowlers of 7 Districts Juniors will be watching this game very closely. They will be licking their lips to get in. It's a very tricky surface. That's a good total as well. But then they were looking all set for the 200 mark. Certainly 25 to 30 runs short of where they were placed after that halfway stage.
Well, the conditions are getting hazy and the dew coming up. Let me tell you that this target, well, full half volley and it has been put away, but good effort in the deep by the fielder. It's Irfan who has taken a very good catch, and another wicket falls. Shamim strikes here. He gets his first wicket.
Pace off, and he chose the longest part of the ground towards that mid-wicket region. Irfan does well to hold on to that one. And once again, a big wicket of Aftab Javed. He can really hit them hard at the back end. He goes out after scoring just 3 of 5 deliveries. 8th one down on 168. That's the youngster Zainullah, the new batter for 7 Districts Juniors. You'll be seeing him with the ball in the second half of the match. But he's got a responsibility of hitting at least a boundary here.
Well, he plays in the air, and fumble over there by the fielder will allow them to take 2. No, they just settle for a 1. Zainullah wants to keep the strike.
It's Farman who wants to keep the strike, but right call in the end. The senior man is Farman, wicket-keeper batter, coming in very late in my opinion. Just last delivery of the first innings. Can he score a boundary here and take them to that 175 run mark? Shuffles across, whipped towards that square leg region, and a good effort in the field to contain it just to a couple of runs. Good effort in the field, certainly saving 2 runs for his team.
Well, it was nicely whipped away, but good fielding effort in the deep. Only couple of runs conceded. So, well, what I can say at this, it is an even Steven game for both the teams. Juniors have put up 171 on the board after losing 8 wickets. 17 extras held them. Well, a pick of the batters. Hassan Isa Khail blasted 74 on 46. Zain joining in with 25 and Ayubi 20 later on. Good contribution by Yata, but rest of the batters struggle even to reach up to double figures. Good performance by the bowlers, especially in the last 5 to 6 overs of the juniors innings.
Let's quickly look at the bowling summary as well. Jahat Rasool picking up 2 wickets. Went for 16 in his second over, but a good comeback from him. Chavez, 19 off his solitary over. Shamim did well to come back in the last over. Picked up a wicket as well. Omar Judd bowled pretty decently, 31. Conceded in his 4, picking up 2 wickets. Mushtaq leading from the front, picking up 2 important wickets for his team. Philip did pretty decent job, though he went for 21, picked up a wicket. Kumar was very economical. The most economical of the Fly Emirates bowlers, just 18 given away in 3 overs. And look at the fall of wickets at the bottom of the screen. The first one to go was on 106 in the 11th over. And since then, they have picked wickets at regular intervals to stem the flow of runs. They've done pretty decent job. Fly Emirates in the second half of the first innings, because they were looking all set for the 200 mark. Right then, 171 as the total that 7 Districts Juniors have managed in the allotted 20 overs. We'll take a short little break here, and when we come back, we'll start with the chase of Fly Emirates.
Good evening and welcome back to all the viewers. We are with the chase here, Fly Emirates. They got to chase down 172 and they allotted 20 overs with the required run rate of 8.6 per over against 7 districts juniors. And as we all know, this is 35th Sharjah Ramadan League 2024 powered by Fan Code, presented by Royal Phoenix Clinic in progress here. And this is eliminator game, a do and die game for both the teams. The winners will qualify for the next match. It's getting bigger and it's getting better. And to talk more, I have been joined by my dear friend Craig. Welcome, Craig.
Thank you so much, Nadim, for that warm welcome here. As you rightly mentioned, this is going to be a very tough one for both teams. But whoever walks away with the victory tonight will proceed to the semi-final of this tournament, the 35th edition of the Sharjah Ramadan League. We are just waiting for the call there from the umpire for the match to start. It is indeed going to be an interesting encounter. It's experience against a non-experienced side, but that has been doing very well on the local scene. And in the cockpit today, I'm with Nadim, a highly experienced commentator, very fun guy to work with. I've learnt a lot from him as well. Let's see how things are going to pan out here.
Well, thank you very much, Craig, for your warm words. We all learn from each other. We share different experiences. Here we go, the first ball. Well, onto the pads of the mark, Fly Emirates with a leg by Ansar and Yasita have come out as opener for Fly Emirates. And it's Sebrar, young fast bowler for 7 district juniors. Angles are going to play a very important role. We are into the rightmost wicket from where we are seen from the pavilion. And Yasita Abekon will be facing his first ball. So towards his offside, there is a small boundary. Towards his leg side, there is a big boundary. So as a bowler, as a captain, you need to utilize your resources considering those sides of the ground. A good delivery, full outside off, beaten Yasita with the pace.
Great start from the youngster there. Let's just watch the replay there. Yeah, that gave it a little bit of movement, and at some point I thought it had just touched the bat there and went straight into the keeper's hands, but that wasn't the case. They have a combination of a right-handed batsman and a left-handed, which tends to bring a little bit of...
Oh, quick delivery, it came back. Although it hit the back leg, but as indicated by Imran, Munir, the umpire, it was a little high, but it was a good call.
One thing I can tell you about Munir, Nadim, is he's eagle-eyed. I've seen him taking decisions that are very difficult, and he always, gets it right. It won't shock me to see him taking international matches in the next few years.
I totally agree. He's one of those very respectable and very brilliant umpire, and all the best for his future endeavors. Oh, once again, that time nicely behind the line. And they have taken good sharp single. Ayubi with a shy on the stumps, but just missing it completely. Well, coming back to the discussion of The very experienced umpiring that have been utilized by Sharjah cricket. Oh, look at that bumper. It has just taken off. Ebrar, you beauty, and he is having few pleasantries with Hasher as well, not really required. You bowled a superb delivery, look at that. It has just taken off, and even the wicket keeper trying to jump up to stop it, but the ball just raced away toward the boundary line. They have picked up 5 wides, but Ebrar was quite enthusiastic.
All they need to do now is just to minimize these unwanted extras. There comes in Ibra, straight onto the body there. No run comes out of that. That delivery brings us to the end of the over. 6 for no loss in one.
Well, it's Muhammad Aftab Javed, slow left arm spinner, has been introduced into the attack, and he will be sharing the new ball alongside Ebrar. And he's up against a left-handed batter, Yasita. Going to be very interesting battle.
Almost hit the youngster there deep in the field. But the good thing is he saved a boundary there. That must be Attau Rahman, rather.
Well, Aftab Javed need to be a little careful in pitching the short deliveries. Against Yasita, it's a small boundary to clear for him, and now he will be up against Hashir. Decent delivery, gently pushed away a dot ball.
So far, so good from Javed. Half an over, only a single considered. Played off the back foot there for a single, Nadim.
Good arm delivery, angling back to the right-hander batter, not giving any room outside off. Another single added to the score. 7 district juniors have realized that the importance of the spinners on this track.
It's good to note that they figured out that early. Oh, and he gets a first, the beautiful bowling from Javed. That has led to the departure of Yasita just after scoring 2 runs. Only 6 deliveries faced Nadim.
Well, it was a quick delivery, pitched on that grass, and the ball just skid away. Yasita was clearly led to play that pull shot, and bowled by Aftab Javed. He has managed to score 2 on 6. So 7 district juniors have drawn first blood here. It's 8 for 1. Fly Emirates. Well, the follow wicket has brought Fayaz out there in the middle. He is a very busy player, right-hander batter, nudges the ball around and loves to play inside-out shots. And he'll have to play a very important role if Fly Emirates wants to win this game.
That should be gone. Yes, he got his second there, Javed, off the last delivery of the over. They get their second break there. Let's watch it carefully. Whoa, that was just going to destroy his stumps had he not put himself in front of the sticks there. Right. He departs without scoring any run there, Nadeem.
Well, a strange shot, and he has surprised me as well, Fayaz, the way he has played. First ball across the line, wanted to play a sweep. Not the ideal way of playing your first ball, especially when you are out there in the second over. Another wicket fall down here. It's 8 for 2. Well, Aftab Javed got back-to-back wickets and he's on a high track, but we'll have to wait as over number 2 has come to an end, and it is going to be Ebrar. Will continue to bowl from Bukhater end, and he is up against Hashir, who's playing on one, face 5 balls. Ebrar is bowling fast and utilizing that grass on the wicket. Being a youngster, he is very excited. Steaming in. And bowls a wide delivery.
This is the second time he has done this, and this will cost the team a lot. In as much as they have posted a decent score of 178, they still need to minimize these unwanted extras. Try as much as they can to make sure that they force the batsmen to get runs off the bat rather than giving unnecessary donations like what we have seen Ibra doing here in his second over. He made a similar mistake in the first over that he bowled. Hopefully this time around he will give us something better.
Irfan Arif will be playing his first ball. And another wide. This is very vivid bowling coming up from Ibrar. He's trying to bowl fast. And 5 wides. Irfan Arif, known for his big hits, but it's a totally different situation out there. Look at that, Ibrar just trying to bowl fast. Well, you can afford to bowl fast on this track, but you need to be accurate with your line and length. And giving away too many runs can really dent your mission. This is a do and die game, and you need to be a little careful.
It is indeed a do or die game. All he needs to do now is just to keep the ball on the offside, allow it to swing into the batsman, exactly what he did on that delivery there. I think the captain Zainul Aga had a word with him, and that was the perfect advice that he got from his captain there. Keep it on the offside, allow it to move into the batsman. You will soon be rewarded.
Well, once again, short in length and pulled away. 2 is the call. Good slide in the deep by Zainullah, but still batters have managed to grab 2 out of that shot. Well, Fly Emirates, the last couple of wickets though, that is too many at this stage. Although they have picked up 17 and we are into 3rd over. They need a very good partnership here. Somebody has to stay till the end, and the other batters need to play around him.
There comes in Ibra. You know, the youngster has the ability to move it in and out, but it seems like he doesn't know where exactly to use this kind of, tricks. Because in each and every time that he has tried to use the swing, it's always, leading to him giving away extra runs there. Let's see how he's going to handle this one.
Oh, well, it is heaved toward the leg side, just over the head of the fielder there. A deep square leg position, and it has gone for a maximum. Well, RF, once he finds the ball in his zone, he will just throw his bat, and look at that.
Yeah, that was decently handled there. An attempt to catch the ball there from the deep that did not yield anything. 2.5 overs gone, 24 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. Ibra, 9 balls bowled, 17 runs conceded. I think now the captain really needs to make a solid decision now, try and work with spinners more.
Another short delivery this time. He was late to play that shot. Quick delivery coming up from Ibrar. And that is what he has been trying to do so far in this spell. Ibrar is trying to bowl fast. Give away too many extras. 25 on the board for the loss of 2. Still, we got 2 legal balls left in this over, number 3. Hashir is a little cautious out there. Will be facing Ibrar.
There he goes again. And it's been hit high up into the air, over the boundary for 6.
Well, it was a slow delivery, and Hashir judged it to the perfection and sent the ball over out of the park for a maximum. Look at that. Good adjustment at the last moment when he played that shot down on one knee. And well, Ibrar looks very talented. He's got very good action, very good run up. He has got pace as well. But because he has bowled those extras, it looks very ugly, that card for you. 24 in just 1.5 overs, and nicely played toward the third man. Make it 25. That is the end of over number 3, 32 for 2. Aftab Javed will continue to bowl from Sharjah Cricket Academy, and the first ball has been hit away toward the leg side for a single. He was on a hat-trick, Aftab Javed, but well, no slip in place, nothing, and also the ball was bowled toward the pads of the batter. So Hashir survives on the hat-trick, giving back the strike to RF.
From the youngster, 1.1 overs, 2 wickets picked, only conceding 3 runs. Can he claim the head of another batsman here? Just as I was praising him, he has just done exactly what I was saying. What a painful way to depart. Ooh, he kept it very low, Nadeem.
Well, just one ball late, but still, Javed has got his 3rd wicket. Irfan departs at that occasion. He wanted to play on the up. A dry ball didn't bounce as per his expectation, and he has been comprehensively bowled with an inside edge. RF walking back after scoring 9 and 5. More problems for Fly Emirates. It is 33 for 3 in 3.2 overs. Well, Craig, if you can see the bar over there score, it's 33 for 3 in 3.2. Javed grabbed 3 wickets in 3 overs, gave 3 runs in 1.2 overs.
It's never easy to get these kind of figures. This clearly shows the amount of accuracy that he's putting in his deliveries there. Krishna Kumar, welcome to the center, left-handed batter. He really needs to do something in terms of rescuing their sinking ship here. Should we say their sinking aeroplane?
Well, Fly Emirates, as of now, seems like they might take the flight if Krishna will continue playing shots like that. It was pitched up, and up she goes. One bounce over the rope for a boundary.
Nicely played there. He gave him the room to open his arms, and he did exactly that, getting himself 4 runs. There is the captain there talking to his player, just asking him to maybe keep everything down and try and get as many wickets as possible in as shortest time.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. He played at wrong line. Krishna Kumar, after hitting the boundary, departs on the very next ball.
It is really exciting to see how these youngsters are demolishing the batting lineup of Fly Emirates team. Krishna Kumar departs. It was a beautiful strike rate of 200, but with just a mere 4 runs off the 2 deliveries that he faced. 37 for 4 in 3.4 overs.
Well, the captain, Usman Mushtaq, walks in. And he walks in at a very difficult stage of the game for Fly Emirates. They lost 4 wickets on just 37. And Aftab Javed creating all kind of troubles for Fly Emirates. Well, nicely driven straight back. 7 runs given by Javed. He is into his 3rd over and he has already picked up all those 4 wickets. This is incredible stuff.
It will be interesting to see how Javed is going to carry on in this over. Beautiful delivery, just nudged there by Mushtaq, the skipper for Team Fly Emirates. And that delivery brings us to the end of the over with 38 runs on the board for the loss of 4.
Well, it's 38 for 4 after 4 overs. Javed grabbed all those 4 wickets which are fallen here in his 2 overs. I thought he is into his 3rd over, but it was definitely it was his 2nd over. Usman Mushtaq will be facing his 3rd ball against Ibrar. Oh, good Yorker and nicely played. Good running between the wickets as well.
start to the over by Ibra. He was a bit expensive in the previous 2 overs that he bowled. I hope that he's going to make a perfect comeback and hopefully grab a wicket for himself. He should make use of those in and out swings that he was bowling in the previous overs. He should get a handsome reward for that.
Well, captain showing a lot of belief on the youngster. And he bowls another wide. Given 27 runs already in 2.1 overs, and I can tell you that most of those runs have come in the form of extras.
The skipper did well in bringing in Javed, the spinner. It was very effective. He got all the 4 wickets I need at this stage. I think at this stage he needs to stick to spinners only.
Well, it was a good short delivery, hurried on to the batter, and Abrar having few words with the batter, not sure what he's up to. Well, you bowled a good delivery, and you deserve to get appreciation, not only by your own teammates, but also from the opponent side. And Harsher, it's not really looking that threatening. Just try to calm yourself, young man. Bowl as good as possible. That is in your hand. But that glare to the batter is really unnecessary. It is hit back. There you go. You got a benefiting reply from the senior Harsher. And you have been hit for a 4. Now, what will be the reply from Ibrar on the next ball?
This is the response that you get if you fail to keep your testosterone in check. Highly experienced players will show you how to behave on the field there. He got a perfect reply, just like what Nadeem has just said here. I think from now on, he will learn to respect the senior guys.
He is struggling with his delivery stride. He is struggling to control the extras. And on top of that, already pressure is building up to you. You gave away 31 runs in 2.3. On top of that, if you go and start teasing around the opponents, you will end up putting more pressure on you. Good bumper. Look at the reaction. That's not good. That's not good from the youngster. Captain must talk to him. Not a pleasant sight here. 44 for 4 after 4.4 overs. 128 needed in 92. And Harsher is least bothered about those glares from Ebrar.
Indeed, the captain needs to make a solid decision here. Just let him complete his over and try and pull him out, maybe introduce spinners more. Again, he gets punched. No, this time around it didn't. It wasn't properly connected by the batsman, which brings in a sigh of relief to the youngster. A delivery to go now. We are still in the power play. And not much has been done by the betting teams, by the betting team rather, in terms of putting runs on the board, Nadeem.
Good delivery. Full in the line. And Ebrar not sure what is getting exchanged over there. Really unnecessary. 5 overs done and dusted. 44 for 4. 14 extras given so far. Javed will continue to bowl. This is going to be his third over, and he started off once again nicely. Look at the figures. 9 runs given in 2.1 overs. Grabbed 4 wickets. And this is how he has got those wickets. That was a bad shot, but all the other deliveries were super fantastic. That was an inside edge. And the last wicket that he has got was a beauty. It was an arm ball, and the batter played for a break which didn't happen. Being a spinner, it's a special performance. Getting all those wickets which are fallen so far, and well, it has been hit long enough and handsomely over long on fielder for a maximum.
That was a huge punch from the man in the middle there. A big man has just hit a big shot. It went straight into the stands. It's something that they really need to do more. 121 runs required from 87 balls. Just coming back to what I said earlier about the way these guys are playing in the power play. They've done well. But what I really meant on that occasion was that they have lost quite a lot of wickets there, which is going to make them a struggle in terms of coming back into the game. Let's see how they are going to handle things from now on going forward.
Well, definitely, considering all factors, definitely. Fly Emirates are little behind compared to what 7 district juniors have done so far. They lost too many wickets, although still with a very good run rate. But the wicket column always remains very handy. Because when you lost too many wickets, you don't take that many chances being a batter. You become extra cautious. But I don't think so. Harsher will be extra cautious. He is playing so beautifully. Hits away another good shot and he will get another couple of runs.
The good thing is they're keeping everything within the rope, which is going to be very helpful for the fielding team as they try and minimize the number of runs that the batsman can get from the deliveries. Was he inside there, Nadeem?
Yeah, it hit the stumps, and Javed showing that he is also a very good fielder, good reflexes. 6 overs done and dusted. So after the end of the power play, Fly Emirates has managed to score 53 for 4. Sahil into the attack. And I think he don't bowl usually. I always can say that he's not a regular bowler. But bowling a medium pace, right arm medium pace. Usman Mushtaq.
Good start by Sahil. Nicely and comfortably there for no run. But it's the technical part that made that shot look excellent.
Well, another off-pace delivery, and let me tell the viewers that Usman Mushtaq is not a new face in the UAE domestic circuit. Oh, well, that was too close to play that cut shot, but effective for Usman Mushtaq. Just went away for a boundary.
That fist bump will surely give more confidence to his batting partner there. And since he's the new man on the crease, I hope that he's going to gain confidence and get more boundaries as the game proceeds here.
Craig, you are being the coach of the Sharjah Cricket Academy. The ball is keeping low sometimes. It is double pace wicket, you can say. What will be your advice to the batters? Can they afford to play with the cross bat, horizontal bat, or they should be playing with the straight bat?
The best kind of advice that I can give there is just play each ball as it comes. Stop premeditating shots. Watch the ball carefully. Play a little bit late because the pitch is more like, you know, taking the pace of the ball away from it's taking the speed, you know, away from the ball. So you need to be very careful. Play it a bit late. You should get to play it well if you do that.
And I think playing in the V will be more handy and provide extra bit of edge to the batters. Well, another wave of delivery, and well, I think it hit the wicket keeper. Well, cricket, we all know it's a funny game, but at a time it becomes very dangerous as well. The wicket keeper, I think he got a hit under his jaws. Hope he is fine.
That's something that we would want to watch again. It came closer to the collarbone, which is something that is very dangerous, but nicely played down the ground there for a single.
Well, Sahil, despite of that unfortunate boundary, as far as the bowler is concerned, still gave away 7 runs. So good over coming up from his side. And I think it's a very good decision by Zain to bring Sahil. He is not giving any pace and he is bowling at a very good line as well, except that wide delivery down the leg side.
The equation now is on 112 runs from 79 balls, with Sahil coming on with his last delivery there. It's a wayward throw there, but still they didn't take advantage of that. So that brings us to the end of the over number 7, 61 for the loss of 4.
Well, there is a change in the bowling. Aftab Javed, after bowling that brilliant spell, have been rested. Zainullah, a left-arm spinner, will be bowling from Sharjah Cricket Academy end, and it has been hit away toward the offside for a single. And also there is a change in the voice here. I've been joined by very experienced and the person with the very interesting facts, Adnan Arif. Welcome, Adnan.
Thank you, Nadeem. Well, 7 over 61 is what Fly Emirates have posted on the board. They'll be really happy with the score, but not with the wickets. They've lost too many wickets in the power play. So far, a good little partnership between these two worth 25, in fact 26 already. But they've got to make sure that one of these two batters stay up till the end and make sure that they have the run rate in check.
Yes, indeed. Oh, look at that. It is one of that delivery which just turns away. Zainullah is a very talented youngster. Can turn the ball both ways, being a left-arm spinner. How you can define such bowler, Adnan?
Well, prodigy is one word that I use for such exceptional talents at a really young age.
Left arm unorthodox. And even in the last ball, he has surprised Usman. A ball turned back to him.
Yeah, he bowls those left arm wrist spin, and he's certainly got the wrong one that shapes away from the right hander. A full toss on that occasion, that's hit behind square, and he'll pick up a boundary here. Hashir, a low full toss on that occasion, got into position very early, and he knew exactly where to place it.
Well, a hit me delivery, and I can understand there is a dew factor out there, and it's not easy really to grip the ball. When plenty of moistures on the ball, becomes very difficult for the bowlers to roll their fingers on the ball in order to get turns, especially being a wrist spinner. Zainullah, his strength is to turn the ball.
It does slip away from your hand. Looking to hoik it and go for that big shot. Could only manage to find an inside half and just a single on that occasion. 8 overs done, 69 for 4.
Well, Aftab Javed has come to bowl his 4th over, change of end for him, this time from Bukhatar end, and he bowls a quick ball. A single will get added to the score.
Just an inside edge on that occasion. He's here to bowl out his quota of 4 overs, bowled brilliantly. All the 4 wickets belong to him. You just need to see him off here. Can't really be chancing him. He's been this extraordinary bowler for 7 Districts Juniors. Bowls it flat and fast. Very well played there by Usman. Just a single on that occasion.
Well, first couple of deliveries are a little quicker. Unlike the way Javed have been bowling from the other end, you need to bowl flighted deliveries if you want to take wickets.
Well, it's also got to do with the short boundary on the leg side. Looking to up the ante. Hashir will find the field on a couple of bounces. They're doing it in singles in this over, and they can afford to do so. Pretty decent run rate they've managed so far. 8.5. Required run rate is 8.7. They are doing well so far. It's just the wickets in hand that's hurting them. Partnership worth 35 between these two. Certainly steadied the ship.
That time, slow delivery, and has been hit away toward the leg side for a single.
Well, that was the wrist spinner from Aftab Javed. We see him bowling those kind of deliveries more often. Not the right ploy to be going with the short boundary on the leg side. It might play into the hands of the batter there. But good variation. Just to inform the batters that he's got it up his sleeve. Oh, this is launched down the ground. A pretty decent connection, and that will clear the boundary. A much needed boundary from the blade of Hashir once again. 36 of 25 he moves on to.
Well, what a beautiful shot. Straight as an arrow. And beautifully timed. Loved the way he came behind the ball. And almost the ball ended up just in front of the comb box here. Despite of all those fall of wickets, despite of all those unwanted glares coming up from Ebrar, Hashir, he stuck to his plans, and look at that, moving on to 36 on just 25 balls.
Yeah, so far so good from him. Bowls it flatter, pulls his length back a bit, and watchfully played there by Hashir. Well, a good spell of spin bowling comes to an end. 4 overs for Aftab Javed, giving away 27 and picking up 4 important wickets of Fly Emirates. 9 overs done, 79 for 4.
Welcome back, viewers. After a short break, 79 for 4 after 9 overs. Well, seems like Fly Emirates, they have recovered a bit after that loss of early 4 wickets. They just need 93 and 66 balls. 8.4 is the required run rate, but they are going along nicely with 8.8. And the partnership is 42 for you.
A very good batting here from Hashir Ansar, playing on 36 of 26 deliveries. And captain's inning, I can say here from Usman Mushtaq, playing a second fiddle here, but he's got to be there right till the end. Zainullah taking the pace off, and this is the pace that he bowls with. He'll only improve as he progresses in his age. Pretty young at the moment, in his teens, early teens, late teens, but definitely way to go for him. Certainly has a lot of potential.
Well, he is already in the squad for under 19, I guess, for the UAE. One of the promising young bowler. And Hashir with plenty of experience knowing exactly what is required as per the situation, giving respect to the decent deliveries and picking up boundaries every now and then when the opportunity is provided.
Absolutely. And they need to bat until that 14-15 over mark because they don't have that liberty of wickets in hand. They need to stitch up a big partnership. Smartly played once again, running the first one hard, but they'll have to settle for a single. Very good work in the deep by the fielder. Came and had a lot of distance to cover, but did a pretty decent job in the end.
Well, fielders are standing exactly beside the boundary rope on the leg side, Adnan. I would rather encourage them to come probably 5 meters up. Very good delivery. That is one of the delivery which turns away from the right-hander batter, and that is enough to create a lot of doubts in the mind of the batter.
But he was lining up for a big shot there. Had to check it right in the end. And look at that. This is picked very well. And it goes for a maximum. A very big one on that occasion towards the longest part of the ground. And how comfortably has he cleared the boundary?
Well, he knew even well before the ball was delivered that this is going to turn back to him. Hit it elegantly over long on for a 6, but on the other hand, Zainullah needs to learn this. You cannot become predictable in front of a very experienced batters like Ansar Hasher.
Well, he's certainly making use of those big biceps out there in the center, turning the game on for Fly Emirates.
Well, Adnan, it's not just those big biceps, but also a lot of smart thinking behind. Well, a dot ball to end the over number 10. It's 88 for 4.
New bowler is Umair, bowling from the Sharjah end, replacing Aftab Javed. Bowled very well for his 4 overs. Oh, what a shot once again. Usman Mushtaq piercing the field to perfection, and a very good dive from the fielder, ensuring that he cuts it within the ropes. Definitely 2 runs saved there.
Well, that is young blood for you. Tremendous fielding over there. He has ran hard for it, and look at the dive. Beautiful. 10 out of 10 for the youngster. He has saved a couple of runs for his team.
Excellent effort. These are the sort of efforts that really lifts the fielding team up. Taking the pace off that one, Umair. Smartly bowled. And the first delivery was as well. It was pitched in the right area. And it was just the class of Usman playing it late and picking the gap to perfection. Well, 2 of the first 2 deliveries. Short delivery with the short boundary on the leg side, and I think Usman Mushtaq have missed out on an opportunity to hit a boundary there.
Well, Omer need to be a little careful, and he is one of those bowlers who is well known to bowl that lovely googly, but that will not be that easy considering the dew factor, considering the moisture on the ball.
Clears the infield. Over point, running away towards the boundary. Puts in that dive once again. And once again cuts it off. Very good fielding effort there from the youngster. Throwing himself around. Look at that. Exceptional bit of fielding. And a good backup as well to cut it down just to 2. A lucky escape there for Harsher. Manages to just evade the fielder on that occasion.
Well, out of the coaching menu, the kind of fielding which Ataya is doing, and he is very busy. Once again with a dive. And every time he has tried it, he has did it fantastically well.
He certainly saved at least 5 runs in that over alone. And this could have easily gone on to that 12, 13 runs over. Just a single to finish up the first over from Omer, giving 11 overs done. Fly Emirates 95 for 4. Likes to bowl with pace and uses his shoulder to his advantage. He's got to be very watchful with his lines and lengths here. Can't afford to give too much width to the batter. 77 required of the last 9 overs.
Well, good bumper coming up. Good shot delivery. Usman was led to play that shot. Well, 8.6 they are proceeding with, and 8.6 is what the required run rate. But considering the current situation, I think Fly Emirates has got a little bit edge on the game, considering that juniors, they need to not only tackle the batters but also the dew factor.
Yeah, absolutely. And dew actually works in both favors. Oh, looking to up the ante. Harsher, not quite there in the slot. Wanted to make use of that fielder in the circle at mid-off. But then again, I was talking about dew. What happens is, it's pretty evident the bowlers might not get a grip on the ball, spinners especially. But at the same time, the ball does get heavier and it doesn't get easy to clear the field.
Yeah, perfectly said Adnan. Asher trying to up the ante, and a couple of dot balls, and Usman Mushtaq. Look at that. That is experience for you. Just coming forward and telling his partner, don't get away. Don't throw your wickets. It's okay. Nabil bowling well at a very good line and length.
The first 3 deliveries spot on from him. Oh, following the batter on that occasion. That could have been really nasty. And a shy at the stumps will allow them to probably come back for a second. Not really required there. He was pretty much home on that occasion. And no fielder backing up the throw.
Well, Ayubi wanted to test his arm, but end up giving away another extra run. .74 required in 50 bowls. Nabil Arshad. Oh, it is hit back. And it just passed the fielder there at mid-off. A much needed boundary Asher was looking for, and he has got one.
Well, this is what he was trying to do from ball one, and this time connected off the middle of the bat. No chance for the fielder to cut that off, and he also brings up his well-deserved 50 with that boundary. 52 of just 36 deliveries, and he has been the mainstay for Fly Emirates, scoring half of the runs they've managed so far. And his wicket is the key here.
Well, what a knock, and once again, really unnecessary throw. Another extra is given. 103 on the board after losing 4 wickets in 12 overs. 69 runs required in 48. Oh, that was a googly, but it has been picked up. Picked up for a 6. Well, Asher is playing a lovely knock here, a very important knock and a match-winning knock. It can be if he can continue to play for another 4 to 5 overs.
Look at that. How well has he read it off the hands and executed it to perfection. Chose the right area as well. Picks up a maximum of the very first delivery. Pressure on the bowler straight away. And it's this particular end that they'll be targeting. Shorter boundary on the leg side. They've got to get away with 4 over 7 districts juniors here. And that experience will certainly come into play.
Now Zainullah is going defensive. He has sent the fielder out on the offside and brought the square leg in. Umair should be bowling outside off. Well, it's a straight delivery given. What a prize wicket at this moment.
Well, it has hit him high, but he's caught right in the crease and on the back leg. Look at that. It would have gone on to hit the middle and leg stump clearly. Just caught him by surprise with a bluff. It didn't really hit you there, Ansar Hashir. You know it. It was a little low, right in front of the stumps. And Imran Munir is a very experienced umpire, but a well-deserved 59 of 39 deliveries. Almost taking Fly Emirates home on that occasion. He falls as the 5th wicket for Fly Emirates, 109 for 5.
Well, the new man out there for Fly Emirates is Shamim Ali, right-hander batter. And he is out there at a very crunch situation. 7 district juniors has just got a prize wicket of Ansar Hashir, who was playing full gun blazing. 63 needed in 46.
Gets off the mark of the very first delivery of the innings. He's a very capable batter, I can tell you. He's played D series for Dubai team, and he's taken them home with the bat as well. A match-winning knock. I remember he's played. He certainly can bat, and he can certainly score those quick runs for you.
Well, that is good sign for Fly Emirates. Usman Mushtaq. I'm totally sold out with that cricketer. He is very smart, whether he bowls, whether he leads the team, or even when he bats. Once again, he is among the runs, among the partnership, and they need to build up another partnership here.
He's a very smart operator. I can second that. You can see that experience going into the innings. A loopy delivery, watchfully played. They've got that boundary they were looking for, or the very first delivery, a maximum in fact. But then a good comeback from Umair to see the back of the opener. He was looking really good.
Well, went for the sweep shot, and I think he has missed it. Wicketkeeper is appealing for the stump, but umpire has just denied it. That is the end of over number 13. It's Nelson on the board, 1-1, 1 for 5.
Happy to see the back of the opener there.
Well, just look at that. That was the appeal for the stump, and yeah, he was safely in.
Yeah, just a little bit in the air, but caught his foot back in the crease in time. Very good umpiring there from Asif. Oh, that stayed a touch low, and they're going for that appeal. Didn't really move his feet at all, and that stayed a touch too low as well.
Well, Usman Mushtaq just getting a little bit frustrated, trying to play some big shots. Need to pick the right ball to do that.
Looking to up the ante here. Usman Mushtaq will pick up a single though, but he's better off playing those slog sweeps and sweeps from the other end. Can make use of the short boundary on the leg side. Probably look to pick up a few singles. 7 and over would be good enough from this side, and he can probably take chances from the other end to go big, probably 14s, 15s and over. A short delivery, enough time for the batter to rock back and pinch a single there.
Well, it's even Steven battle at this stage. 59 and 38, 7 districts. They need to keep taking wickets in order to stay within the game. Whereas Fly Emirates, they will like to keep the wickets in hand.
Oh, he's connected that beautifully. And almost taken on that occasion, Sahil, with a brilliant effort, but couldn't keep it inside the ropes.
Well, Usman taken a risk, and it's good connection, and Sahil with that jump. Good effort, but not enough. A 6 been hit on the 5th delivery of this over against Zainullah. And just when we were thinking that Fly Emirates are struggling to pick up the rate, they got a 6 coming up from the bat of Usman.
Again, asking for that stumping, and I think he'll go upstairs here. A little bit off balance, and keeper doesn't seem to be very confident. And he's come back quickly into the crease. A dot delivery to end that over. 14 overs done, 119 for 5. Drifting on the pads, and I think he'll be happy to get away with that one. Could have easily gone on to the boundary. Shamim, you can see it on your screens as well, got it with himself. Right then, 53 required of the last 6. Talking about 9s and over, and that's what they have done so far. Fly Emirates, they've been batting consistently at 8.5s, 8.7. 9 runs over. This is hit right off the middle, but straight to the fielder. And it's the captain this time who grasses that opportunity. Well, he did everything right there, just not able to hold on to that one. That was hit with some power. Didn't get the elevation. And those hard hands really spilling it out on that occasion. So lucky escape there for Usman Mushtaq. Loopy delivery, wanted to play that reverse sweep. Very smartly done by the bowler, taken the pace off. So just 2 of the first 3 deliveries so far. Good over once again from Umair. Oh, this was an attempted googly going into the hands of the fielder. And Ebrar on that occasion safely holds on to that one. A big wicket. And a much needed one for 7 Districts Juniors. Look at that back of the hand. Spotted that but couldn't really time it. A very short boundary on that side of the wicket, but was not able to clear it. A wicket at a very wrong time here for Fly Emirates. It's Shamim who's walking out after scoring just 3 of 7. Umair picks up his second of the match. Fly Emirates 121 for 6. Batter, capable with the bat. You've already seen him bowl brilliantly in the first innings. And he's got a job in hand alongside his captain. 51 required of 32 deliveries. It's going down the wire.
Well, a dangerous hitter of the cricket ball. And juniors must be hoping this is not one of his night. If he sticks there for a few overs, let me tell you that the game will get over very quickly.
Yeah, just 2 of this over. Very well bowled by Umair, especially bowling from the bowling with the short boundary on the leg side. A big appeal and that's given. Look at that. Wajahat Rasool not adding anything to the total. Goes out without scoring.
Once again a brilliant googly, and it was a bottom edge, and Wajahat once again fails in this tournament. with the bat, although he has been splendid with the ball. But nicely caught by the wicket-keeper. Farman, and Omer is really turning it on for the juniors with his lovely googlies.
Yeah, 2 runs and 2 wickets in that. 15 overs done, 121 for 7.
Where Fly Emirates, they need 51 in 30 balls, and they've got 3 wickets in hand. What a spell of bowling coming up from the youngster, Omer.
A full toss on that occasion, missed out. There's a chance of a run out at the non-striker's end. But a wayward throw will allow them to complete it comfortably. And what an over that was. The last one. They required 53 of the 6 overs. And to come back and bowl that over, picking up 2 wickets and giving away just 2 runs speaks volumes.
Well, that over can be the difference in the course of the game. Good flight to delivery, Zainullah. It's not afraid of pitching it up. But on the first ball, I think Usman Mushtaq has just missed out a big opportunity. It was a juicy full toss, and he only got a single.
Looking to hit big, makes a decent connection and clears the field. What a shot this is from Umar Jatt. Picks up his first maximum and gets off the mark in style.
Wow, look at that. No ifs, no buts. It's Jatt hitting a maximum. 6 over cow corner. And another twist of the tail here. 44 needed in 27. Fly Emirates still in the game if the Jatt plays like this.
Smart batting. It's not just about hitting, it's about taking those smart singles as well. They've got the runs they wanted in the over, now they can play those risk-free cricket. Usman Mushtaq missed out on an opportunity of the first delivery, but he's a very good batter, just ensuring that he stays until the end. 30 for him of 29 deliveries.
Oh, well, it turned miles, but I think too much at that occasion. Wide given by the umpire.
A good call by the umpire. Certainly spinning away. That's the wrong one that we were talking about. Usman Mushtaq not really reading it off his hand. A flight hit. This is skied up in the air. 3 fielders getting under it. In fact, none of them can reach. A lucky escape once again for Usman Mushtaq.
Well, Usman Mushtaq is only playing for the delivery which turned back to him, and once again getting a top edge, but it's just landed safely. He's carrying the luck for a very important knock. 41 needed in 25.
Well, a big appeal. Probably got some part of the bat onto that one. Otherwise, that would have been pretty straightforward. A dot delivery to end over number 16. Fly Emirates 131 for 7. Bowls a googly on that occasion. A dot delivery to start off with, and you can see him rushing through his overs. Probably they're running a little bit late in terms of over rate. And
oh, he goes for the big shot. It's in the air. Two fielders were trying to come under it. The ball just landed between them. Once again, Usman Mushtaq survives. And these are not good signs for the juniors.
yeah, absolutely, if you believe in those kind of things. Well, Umar Jat will be looking to go big here. Oh, off the two end of the bat. Does it have enough legs? Hassan Isa Khail does a brilliant job over there to keep it within the ropes. Certainly saving some runs for his team.
Well, he has saved runs for his team, Hassan Isa Khail. Look at that acrobatic effort. Wow. Beautifully saved. Hassan Isa Khail, you beauty. Saved 5 runs for his team.
And look at the coach in the background. Certainly very delighted with the effort. Once again, taking the pace off that one. Usman Mushtaq can only find the fielder. Just a single. So far, so good from Umair. He's kept things tight from this end especially. Went for a few runs, but the captain trusted him. And he's certainly providing him with that trust, providing wickets for his team. Taken 3 already. One of the reasons 7 districts are in the game.
Oh, brilliantly bowled. That time it was a leg break. He is a very smart young cricketer, Umair.
Yeah, and it takes a big heart also to bowl with a short boundary on the leg side. Not many bowlers can execute it correctly, and he's done a very good job. Given away just 20 into his final delivery of the final over. 3 wickets for him.
Well, they need a boundary. Fly Emirates, and well, he has got the length, but not the height which Jat was looking for. Ball kept low. 38 needed in 18 balls. 3 wickets in hand.
A pretty interesting move here from the captain, bringing Nurullah Ayubi in the 18th over of the match. His first over. Oh, look at that, keeping it away from the hitting arc. Right way to go. Just a single of the first two deliveries. Well, there'll be change in the voices here in the comm box. It's going to be Craig. Welcome back, Craig.
Thank you so much, Adnan. We have Nurullah Ayubi coming in with his third delivery there, and it's hit up in the air straight into the ends of the fielder, and he put it down. That is a very disappointing scene to see here. Oh my, Adnan.
What's happening there? I'm not too sure. There's a second catch dropped by Zainullah, the captain. I'm not too sure with the throw either. Look at that. He's a very safe fielder, I can tell you. And look at that. Throwing it to the fielder instead of the keeper. Well, very good channels here from Nurullah Ayubi. Those catches are not affecting him. And that's what he needs to do. 35 required of 14 deliveries. And that run rate has now crept up to 15. Not too many runs conceded by 7 districts in the last 2 overs.
Great piece of bowling from the youngster, Nurullah Ayubi. He has done well so far, 137 for 7, with 35 runs required from 14 balls. This is turning out to be detrimental to their efforts now. 31 runs required from 13 balls, Adnan.
Well, flies off the edge. Look at that. The channel was right. It was just that the third man was in the circle. And a much needed boundary here for Fly Emirates. Brings the equation down to 31 of 13 deliveries.
I'm not so sure which engine they're using now. Is it a Boeing? Is it a Rolls-Royce? I don't know. It seems like they are taking off perfectly well here. There comes in Nurullah Ayubi. He bets the batsman one more time. And that delivery brings us to the end of the 18th over. 141 for 7. 31 runs required of the next 12 balls. It looks like Ibra is going to be brought back into the attack here by Captain Zainullah. I'm not so sure if it's a wise decision to bring in Ibra at this stage of the game, considering what was happening in the first couple of overs where he bowled. He was a bit uneconomical there. And 12 balls only remaining, 31 runs required, Adnan.
Well, penultimate over, the most important over in the context of the game. 31 required. Oh, ball's a brilliant yorker to start off with. Just a single. Good line, good length, good thinking from Ibrar. And this is the over that they need to score at least 20 from. They can't be leaving it too big and too late. And with the big boundary on the leg side in the last over, it will only get difficult. This is the over they should be targeting with a small boundary on the leg side.
Indeed, that's all they need to do. Take advantage of the shorter side of the boundary and then get as many runs as possible. But with the way Ibra started this over, if he is to maintain this for the next 4 deliveries, that will not happen here.
Takes the pace off, bowls it short, and takes the pace off is the key. Onto the shot very early, and I think Usman Mushtaq needs to go up there, talk with the batter. He needs to be on strike in these remaining 10 deliveries.
Beautiful bowling there from the youngster. If he can maintain this, surely they will get maximum points and proceed to the next stage of the tournament. 10 balls remaining, 30 runs required. It's still within their reach. All they need to do is to play with level heads.
Very well bowled once again. He's mixing up the pace very well, even the lengths. Just 2 conceded off the first 3. At least a couple of boundaries required to keep them in the game. Mathematically, they are in there until the last over. But again, these next 3 deliveries count a lot.
You are indeed right on that one there, because a team can get at least a maximum of 36 runs off 6 balls, and here they require 29 off 9. So it is still within their reach. This is what they need to avoid now, especially at this stage of the game.
Well, a much needed boundary there for Usman Mushtaq and for Fly Emirates. But they need to score many more of those. Look at that. A bottom edge, toe end of the bat, and he'll take that any day. 25 required of the remaining 8 deliveries. They need to at least score 8 runs in the remaining 2 and bring that equation down to 17. 10 would be an icing on the cake. But again, so far so good from Ibrar. He's bowled pretty decently, though he conceded a boundary but not off the middle of the bat. So he should be very confident going into the next 2 deliveries.
I'm going to root for the youngsters here. It looks like they are under pressure, but I believe that it's Emirates, Fly Emirates team that is more under pressure as compared to the youngsters here, because they have a point to prove. They cannot be losing to the youngsters. There comes in Ibra.
Digs it short. Watchfully played there, but again, not finding the gap on that occasion. Straight to the fielder, who was placed exactly for that reason. On the bounce, just a single. So 24 required of 7. Can Umar Jat finish up with a maximum here?
So a little bit of protest there from Umar Jat to the square leg umpire. He felt that was a bit too high. But nonetheless, 24 runs remaining from the 7 balls.
Off the edge, running away towards the boundary, and it will be 4. Well, drama all around. 4 conceded off the last delivery, and both the boundaries and that over coming off the edge. Important 4 runs to end the over. Fly Emirates 152 for 7, and 20 required of the last 6.
Nurullah comes back into the attack now. This is turning out to be a nail-biting finish. We are in the 19th over. Fly Emirates required 20 runs from 6 balls. There he charges in. And is that going to be a boundary? No boundary there. Are they going to take 2? Yes. 18 runs required of the next 5 balls, Adnan.
Well, important 2 runs for Usman Mushtaq to come back on strike. He's done the hard part, been there till the end, but now can he finish it off for Fly Emirates and take the team home? Looks to be an uphill task, but we've seen victories from this moment forward. Certainly you need to believe in yourself.
Mushtaq has done well in terms of putting runs on the board, 42 of 38. But the most important thing now is to make sure that they play with level heads. They need to make sure that they don't take unnecessary risky singles. If they decide to go for it, they should completely go for the boundaries.
Taking the pace off. Has he managed to find the middle of the bat? Yes, he has. What a strike this is from Usman Mushtaq. Read the slow one like a book. And he's deposited long on for a maximum.
He gave him too much room there on that occasion, and he beautifully swung his arms and connected the ball. It flew over the boundary on that occasion. There 12 runs required from the remaining 4 balls in this encounter. It is still anyone's game at this stage.
Well, I think one more boundary here and there'll be too much pressure on the bowler. Already he is under pressure. 12 required of 4. Balls it wide. Look at that. Go through for a single. Chance of a run out. No ball called. And why did they take that single? Not required really. Front foot no ball. Usman Mushtaq could have easily retained strike there because he's looking the man in form at the moment. Right call there from Asif. Spot on with his decision. Look at that. 2 additional runs conceded without a legal delivery. So that means 10 required of the last 4.
It has now reached a fever pitch. Let's see how things are going to turn out now with the 4 deliveries remaining. I think everyone now is up from their chairs now to see what's going to happen in this next delivery here.
A ball's it wide. Another extra conceded. You can see the pressure telling on the bowler. And a lot of nerves in the dugout as well. The players are up from the seats. Even the crowd at Sharjah Cricket Stadium, they're up on their feet. They can certainly sense something special happening here. 9 runs required of the last 4.
There comes in Nurullah Ayubi, 4th delivery. And he hits it straight. Luckily, there is only 1 run there. So it's still 4 deliveries. No, 3 deliveries there to go. 8 runs required.
Well, that was a free hit. So catch would not have mattered, but more importantly, they've taken a single. And to bring back the captain on strike, well, big conversations. That means definitely pressure building up on the fielding team. Nurullah Ayubi, he's got to keep his head very clear. 8 required of the last 3.
Mushtaq on 49. Can he get a half turn here? There comes Nurullah Ayubi. That is going to be a no ball there, which reduces the run deficit to 7 of 3 deliveries. I understand the pressure that the youngster is under. It really requires someone to have a solid mindset here, not to succumb to the pressure.
Look at that, too high. No ball for the height, and they've taken an extra run as well. So 2 more runs added to the total, and you can certainly see the dew taking full effect. Look at that, the crowd's on their feet. 6 runs required of the last 3 and a free hit coming up. Well, Jat, can he clear the fence?
That is the most important question at this stage of the game. Beautifully bowled there by the youngster. He kept it within. I didn't quite see what signal was the umpire showing there. It was a legal delivery, so 6 runs required from the remaining 2 balls at none.
Well, there was an opportunity to pinch a single as by there. Not too sure what Usman Mushtaq had in mind, but he could have easily picked up a single there and come back on strike to face the last 2 deliveries. Instead, choosing not to. 5 required of the last 2. It would have gone down to, in fact, 5 had he taken the single. Short delivery, skied up in the air. Has he got the maximum out of it? Yes, he has! What a win here for Fly Emirates. And look at that. Usman Mushtaq, he had the belief in Umar Jat that he will clear the fence. And 7 districts juniors, they couldn't handle the pressure in the last over. 18 required, and what a win this is for Fly Emirates. They kept believing in themselves till the very last ball, till the very last time, and that has paid off for them. Jubilation in the camp of Fly Emirates. Look at that, Umar Jat. Everyone's delighted, and 7 districts juniors, well, not too sure. And it has all come down to those runs in the end. They could have easily managed to go above 200. Instead, They chose to stick with their regular batting lineup despite losing the first wicket in the 11th over. But having said that, they've played brilliantly in the tournament, nothing taking away from them. These are very young side. They will only get better as the day progresses. They're very good players as well. It's a learning curve for them, and they'll certainly learn a lot from this game and from this tournament. What a way to finish up. Let's quickly look at the batting scorecard. Harsher, top scoring, 59 from him of 39. Not much from the remaining four, but a very good partnership alongside the captain, Mushtaq, who scored 50 in the end of 41 deliveries, and Jat providing them that impetus they really needed, that cameo, 26 of just 18 deliveries, hitting 6 of the last delivery, in fact the second last delivery of the match, taking them over the line. Let's quickly look at the bowling summary as well. Ibrar went for 42 in his 4. Javed bowled brilliantly with the spin in the power play and outside it, picking up 4 important wickets, the top 4 of Fly Emirates. Sahil, just a solitary over for him, giving away 8. Zainullah bowled pretty decently, 4 overs, 35 wicketless. Umair was the pick of the bowlers. 4 overs, 20 and 3 wickets for him. Nabil Arshad, just a solitary over, 8 runs. Nurullah Ayubi coming in late in the 18th and 20th over. Just 1.5 overs for him and conceding 27. Right, then that's the match summary of the plate semi-final number 2 between Fly Emirates and 7 Districts Juniors. 7 Districts Juniors winning the toss, electing to bat first. Scored 171 for 8 in the allotted 20 overs, could have managed more, but good comeback from Fly Emirates. That got them that belief going into the second innings. Pulled that chase off brilliantly with 1 ball to spare. Harsher Ansar, top scoring with 59 of 39. Usman Mushtaq playing the captain's innings, but in the end it was the effort from Jat with the bat, the special cameo. 26 for him, not out of 18 deliveries. Aftab Javed, the pick of the bowlers, 4 wickets for just 27, and Umair 3 for 20 in his 4. Fly Emirates winning that contest by 3 wickets. Right then, a nail biter, a cliffhanger from the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. That's it from the comm box here, but don't go away. We've got the post-match presentation lined up for you next.
Hello and welcome to the post-match presentation of the Plate Semi-Final 2 World. What an encounter we had, and the legacy of hitting sixes on the last ball, which was initiated by the great Javed Miandad, continues here in iconic Sharjah International Cricket Stadium. Well, before I move on, let me thank Sharjah Cricket and all the officials behind the scene working day and night in officiating this kind of high-standard tournament. I would also like to thank the sponsors, title sponsor Royal Phoenix Clinic, powered by sponsor and official streaming partner FanCode, event partner TCM, associate sponsor Tamar Al Madina Real Estate, and sports sponsor 7 Districts. Well, in this Plate semi-final 2, which was played between Fly Emirates and 7 District, Fly Emirates, what an end to the game. 6 on the last ball hit by Omar Jatt. Fantastic game. We all enjoyed it. And they have qualified themselves for the Plate final, which is about to come in next few days. Moving on, I'm privileged always to have Mr. Tehseen Javed, who happened to be the match referee, and he will be giving the Player of the Match award, and that goes to the rock solid. The rock solid of Fly Emirates is none other than Usman Mushtaq. He will be receiving the award from Mr. Tehseen Javed. Well, he has blasted 50 at a very crucial stage of the game, and he remained not out, and it took him just 41 balls to do that. And also grabbed 2 very important wickets, just gave away 32 runs. Usman, what a wonderful performance. I'm short of words. What you will say?
First of all, thanks to Allah. My thinking is stay in wicket and do single double. I'll leave my 4 wickets early and down, and I'll see is single double and 1 ball short ball, and I lose at 6s. And I will try many. It is a long match, by 20 overs, because 4 overs before is my 4 wickets already down, and Allah is for help me. I'll try.
Well, you have been fantastic with the bowling. You have been very smart, bowling slow, getting important wickets at a crucial stage. And then today you have joined the party by achieving a personal milestone of 50. So Fly Emirates seems like going with the full gear.
Yeah, because this wicket is a very slow wicket. I read for, there's many times I think 100 above matches for is Sharjah Stadium. I know the wicket, because it's a wicket very slow. Some bowlers is like a spinner, like a fast bowler. Fast bowling is already connect, and like slow wicket is for off spin, and Wajahat is a very fantastic bowling. And spinner is containing, but otherwise it's 200 above runs. He's a 15 average. 14 last 6 overs is first 6 overs is 15 is plus average, 15 plus average, and spinner started containing for I think 8 point something this average. But I'll try.
Well, what you will say about Omar Jatt?
Omar Jatt, I know, but I swear, but I'm full confidence for Omar Jatt. His last ball 6 runs. Omar Jatt. It's many matches for last time is ICC. It's same situation. Is Omar Jatt is got 50 and last ball 60s is winning.
So you have cemented yourself for the Plate final. Who you want to face?
Inshallah, any team, no issue. Any team, no problem. But my guys already is too much for a confidence. Today is a win the match, because I'll try. Inshallah, this season Ramadan Cup is for Fly Emirates.
Well, Usman, you are a tremendous player, tremendous leader, and wish you all the best for the final as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, this is Usman Mushtaq. What a leader he has been for Fly Emirates. Well, this is it for the post-match presentation, but you can always watch us, catch us for the live streaming on FanCode Op, Sharjah YouTube and Facebook pages. This is Nadeem signing off with this post-match presentation.